How to sound clear, smart, and fast without overthinking. Have you ever been in a meeting, on a call, or even just having a deep conversation with a friend, and you knew what you wanted to say, but the words just didn't come out right? Maybe your thoughts were all over the place. Maybe you rambled, or worse, maybe someone else jumped in before you could make your point. We've all been there. In those moments, what if you had a way to get your thoughts in order faster so you could express them clearly, confidently, and without hesitation? That's where framework thinking comes in. So, what is framework thinking, and why should you care? Framework thinking is basically the cheat code for clearer thinking and faster talking. It's about using mental structures, like templates in your mind, that help you organize information, solve problems, and communicate better. Think of it like having a map when you're lost, or a recipe when you're cooking, or bullet points in a speech. Instead of coming up with something from scratch, a framework gives you a starting point. You plug in your ideas and the structure helps guide you toward clarity. Why thinking and talking fast is a superpower? Let's face it, speed matters. In a brainstorming session, you don't want to be the one who always says, "Let me think about it and get back to you." In a job interview, you want to answer questions with clarity and confidence. In leadership conversations, speed shows decisiveness and earns trust. Even in social settings, being able to explain your thoughts clearly can make you more persuasive, interesting, and impactful. Now let's be clear, fast doesn't mean rushed. It means you can think through things quickly because you're structured, not scattered. See, the real problem is that most of us think in a mess. On any given day, we're juggling a dozen thoughts at once. And when it's time to speak up, we often lose track of our main point. Go off on tangents. Use too many words to say too little. Feel like we didn't explain ourselves properly. That's because we're trying to sort through everything in real time. And that's hard. But when you start with a framework, it's like having a built-in thought organizer. Frameworks make you look and sound brilliant. They help you think faster, talk smarter, and get to the point quicker. Let's walk through some everyday frameworks you can use to speed up your thinking and your speaking. Framework number 1, the rule of 3. People love things in threes. It's simple, clean, and easy to remember. Instead of saying, "We should consider a bunch of things about this project," say, "There are 3 key things we need to look at: timeline, budget, and team capacity." Boom. It sounds clear, complete, and thoughtful. Even if you have 5 points in your head, force yourself to choose 3. You'll sound sharper. People naturally process information in threes. It feels balanced, memorable, and easy to follow. Here is another one. Instead of saying, "We've got a lot of reasons why this product isn't working right now," say, "There are 3 main reasons the product is underperforming: low user adoption, poor onboarding experience, and limited marketing reach." That's more concise and clear. It shows you've done your thinking and you're not just throwing out random issues. Framework number 2, problem to cause to solution. Use this one when you're trying to explain a challenge and what to do about it. Let's say someone asks, "What's going on with our website traffic?" You could say, "We've seen a 30% drop in traffic. That's the problem. After digging in, we found the cause is a drop in search rankings after the latest algorithm update. So the solution is to optimize key pages and rebuild our SEO strategy." That's clear, structured, and shows that you've thought it through. You just sounded like someone who doesn't just complain, they solve. Another example would be, let's say someone asks, "Why are customer support tickets piling up lately?" You could say, "We've seen a 45% spike in support tickets over the last 2 weeks. That's the problem. After reviewing the data, we found the cause is a bug in the latest update that's affecting account logins for about 20% of users. So the solution is to fast-track a patch, send an email update to affected users, and temporarily increase our support staffing until the issue is fully resolved." That response is confident, informative, and action-oriented. You're not just pointing fingers, you're taking control of the situation. Framework number 3, past to present to future. This one is perfect for status updates or quick storytelling. Imagine you're updating your team. Last month, we launched the beta version of our app. Right now, we're onboarding early users and collecting feedback. Next month, we'll focus on feature improvements and a public launch. This keeps your update grounded in time and gives people context without going on forever. Another example would be, let's say you're updating leadership on a system migration project. Last quarter, we completed the infrastructure audit and finalized our vendor selection for the new ERP system. Right now, we're in the early stages of implementation, migrating data, testing integrations, and training key users. In the next phase, we'll roll out the system company-wide and monitor adoption through weekly feedback loops. It's clean, informative, and makes you sound like someone who knows exactly where things stand and where they're going. Framework thinking lets you speak like a leader without needing a script. Framework number 4, the Eisenhower Matrix, otherwise known as the decision-making shortcut. When you're overwhelmed by tasks or pulled in too many directions, use this mental tool. Ask, is it urgent? Is it important? That gives you 4 categories: urgent and important. Do it now. Important, not urgent. Schedule it. Urgent, not important. Delegate it. Neither, drop it. This helps you make quick decisions in meetings, emails, or team huddles. No overthinking, just clear action. Here's what actually happens when you use frameworks. You cut out the fluff and filler words. You think logically, even under pressure. You stop second-guessing yourself. You speak in a way that's easy for others to follow. You look calm, collected, and credible. Frameworks don't just organize your words, they organize your thoughts, and people can feel that. See, improving how you think and talk starts with consistent, intentional practice. Here's a simple routine to build your framework thinking muscle. Choose 2 or 3 go-to frameworks from this video, the ones that feel most relevant to your daily conversations. Practice short responses out loud using those frameworks. Yes, actually speaking them out helps more than you think. Apply them in real-life situations, on team calls and emails, during casual chats, or whenever you're explaining something. Reflect after each interaction. Ask yourself, did I use a framework? Could I have made my point clearer with one? After just a few reps, these models start to feel natural. You'll notice yourself thinking more clearly, speaking more confidently, and getting your ideas across faster. Here's the thing. When we hear someone communicate with clarity and confidence, we often assume they're just naturally gifted. But in reality, most of them have simply learned how to think in patterns. They've trained their minds to use shortcuts, they've built mental frameworks, and now you can too. So the next time you find yourself in a fast-moving conversation, don't freeze or ramble. Pause, breathe, load a framework, and speak with purpose. Because thinking and talking faster isn't about rushing. It's about having the right tools in your mind to help you move with clarity, structure, and confidence. Before you go, if this video gave you something to think about, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the Tool Thinker channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss another framework that could transform the way you think. And for more in-depth tools, visuals, and guided frameworks, visit us at toolthinker.com, where better thinking starts with better tools. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.